We are live for Advent of Code Day 4. We have about half an hour. Oh, no, we're getting down close to it. We have 20 minutes before we start. I thought today I'd start by talking a bit about day 3, about yesterday, because I have thoughts. um, Give me a sec here to pull stuff up. Okay, so in particular, I was thinking about what slowed me down, and this one here, parsing this is a little bit refactored. But this parsing strategy, I hesitate a bit. So I'm aware there we have tools. So we have span, we have we have unfolds, and that's why I started writing it first. And then I was starting to think about this here and how we need the indexes along with it. And I didn't want to do a zip with index and then have to and then do my splits and then have to unzip those and get it back. So I shied away from that. And my first instinct was then just to do like a character by character parsing, which when you do that, you end up with all this state here. That gets that gets messy. So you have a bunch of if-else branches. This went a lot deeper when I first wrote it. Um, it's not so nice to debug or read. So I'm going to rewrite this all together. But before we do, let's do some tests. So as a reminder, what this num ranges does, we have num ranges. Actually, no. Let's write a test up above here. Number ranges. And we have a test string. Rodrix joins the channel. Oh, on YouTube, interesting. That's an unnecessary message. I'll make sure those don't show up in the future. So something like this. Oh, and that should be running. I don't know why it's so slow. Is this whole problem slow? It can't be. Okay, well that'll show up at some point. And well, let's go in. Let's define our new version of num ranges. So we'll use the same type signature. You want int in a range. And we'll use, nope, not a search. We'll use unfold. So another disadvantage of this recursive function, the first way I wrote it, it's not tail recursive. And that's more for factoring, more headache around that. When you want to go tail recursive, I find it's easier to write like an unfold or a fold or I don't know, a scan, one of those. So let's do this. Val nums equals iterator dot unfold. So unfold has an initial state, and A is what you're returning. So you have to, this option signifies when it's ending or not. So our initial state is just the row itself. And then you're given that state. What do we call this? Yeah, case rest. And we don't have just this row because we do have to keep track of indices as we're going along. And I figured what I can do is I can take a span while not digit, and then that splits me into the rest of this here, and take the length of this span here to update my index. So we have a row and we have an index starting at 0. I don't know, we'll just call it index for now. We don't need a case here. Okay. And we continue. Right now, let's say rest at non-empty. I don't want that head. It's digit. Okay. So interestingly, it's recommending I would start with a num, but after first removing all of these. But let's do, okay, so row.span is digit. Yeah, so let's start with not is digits, remove the stuff at the beginning. And what's this? We'll call this like the pre, and then the pre and the start of the number. So we'll just call it num start. And then val num and rest. Exactly. It knows what I want to do here. Okay. And we have our state. We have our value. So first we got our value, which is the int and the range. So the number, no, I'm going to name this num digits instead. And then num is just digits to int. And the range, val range equals. So we add index, so we get whatever index we're starting from, and then we add whatever this pre is that we're removing. So let's do index plus pre.length. And in fact, we'll give this a name. What is it? Num start index. Yeah. Oh wait, this row here, that was tricky. That was dangerous. This was a Copilot autocomplete. They didn't get it quite right. We want num start. Yeah, we don't want to be not using this. So num start index. Well, num. Yeah, let's call them min and max. Min index num max index, and it would be exactly this. Digits.length. Okay. So our range then is exactly that. That should be a 2, not an until. Uh, great. Now what? Hold on, let me just think about num max index. Okay, let's say num min index. So we have index pre that length. Let's say length was 1. It would add 1. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And plus digits dot length. That is actually until. So if this is where it's starting, and for example, we only have 1, then it should be 2, the same number. That length would be 1. So, okay, this isn't until. Yeah, Deep Copilot was right here. And then we return that. So we have num and range to our next state. So our next state being, so rest, that's this new rest. I hate that we're reusing the same name here. That could get confusing. We're going to call this post. Okay, so we have post, and the index is not going to be num max index, is it? Yeah, I mean, I suppose it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, now let's rethink our end condition here. So rest.nonempty. We have 10 minutes left, by the way. So rest.nonempty. Okay, in this case here, we're going to start with a bunch of symbols. And, let me make that a little bit bigger. We're going to start with a bunch of symbols, and this parsing is not going to be work because it's expecting, yeah, we can do a digits to int. So we could either change this check here, or we could make it symmetric by ensuring that we start with a number. And then in that case, we'd get the digits. And then remaining, we'll just do this here. Rest at non-empty. We'll add a add something here. Rest that exists. It should have something is digit. Yeah. You also do like a trim right of some sort on that row. Perhaps. My E, thanks for the follow. How is your evening going? Are you also doing Advent of Code? Um, okay, so that works. I don't like, if we're being super efficient, we wouldn't have this check here, but this should just work. So let's test it. Honestly, I might need to restart. I don't know what's going on with my worksheet here. So we'll do that. And then once that restarts, these should run this time. So this is my test on the previous version. And we can copy that test for our new version. Make sure it looks the same way. I don't know why it needs to be imported, but we will do it. There's something wacky going on with my project. While that's going, why don't we look at the leaderboard? So this is my own leaderboard. I fell behind quite a bit yesterday, partially because I spent so long on this, and it should have been this easy. This is a lot easier to write than this is here. Right? Um, I'm using an unfold. Like this could also be like a while loop essentially, and same kind of idea. You'd use the same idea in the while loop. Oh, let's actually return something. So we'll do num's not to list exactly. Okay, do my worksheets run? Okay, great. So what are we getting here? 0 until 3, 6 until 9. That's exactly what we're expecting. Let's try that with our new version, and we should get the same answers. You know what? This is taking too long. I do have an n squared search in the bottom. This is another thing I thought of after I signed off. So we're doing in like, where is it here? We're doing an n squared, but the thing is symbols here. This is a hash map. So we already have like a hash set of the keys. And we can just like check for like set intersection, and that'll be a lot faster. Oh wait, no, something worse is wrong. Are we infinite looping? Now in this one, how could that be? If index is always increasing, sure, and this is always decreasing, yes. If this is always decreasing, this is essentially our end condition. Let's cancel that. Okay, how long should it take to run? Only. We'll let that go. AOC list. There's a list type in here somewhere. Oh boy. Reference to doc is. I have something really weird going on with this is. I'm gonna rebuild my. I'm gonna be metals. I'll restart the build server for now. Okay, I did get a notification. Who was that? Oh, I'm sorry, I might have missed you. Fortran999, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Yeah, that I want to fix beforehand. This is that was weird behavior. I don't know. I just got my worksheets are just acting strange today. So that has disappeared with the server restart. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's look at metals. I want to see how long that took to run. Yeah, less than a second. So we don't have to worry really about performance. But you could turn this down here into set intersection, and that's an idea. Um, so pre start we're spanning with not digits, right? So when you span, let's do a span test here. What can we span on? So dot 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 1 2 3 dot span um, is digit. Just a sanity check. What we should get here are two strings, right? The dots and so forth. So that's the kind of behavior we're expecting. And right, and on the right side here, if I have 1 2 3 dot dot dot. So now if we have that other bit and we're doing span is digit, here we get the digit. This is exactly the so post. Yeah, post. Things are indeed getting shorter, right? Oh, wait, we had this backwards here. I don't know why that's not a type error. Unfold. We're supposed to have an option of the thing we're returning. Oh, wait. And then the state. So the thing we're returning is none in range, great. And then this is the state. Which is our string, our shortest string, and our index, which keeps going up. But this string on its own, when it's not empty and when it still contains digits, right? So we're only going when it contains digits. We're taking digits out every time. I don't know why this would stall, but we tried again. Maybe it was a weird thing going on. Uh, yeah, that's just not good. Digits to int, index. Let's print some of these as we go. Nums. In fact, let's just take the first few values. Um, let's take the first value and see what happens. That way it doesn't go infinite loop on us. Oh. By the way, I should keep an eye on the time because it's almost time for day 4 to come out. Let's just pull up the calendar. Our calendar is growing a bit. This is a trebuchet from day 1. What happened day 3 again? Oh yeah, we took a lift. And then we had to repair said lift. And then we went up to this point here. Okay. Oh, give me a sec. It seems I have bitrate issues. Um, Anyone who's watching, if you could tell me how the qual. Oh wait, I see what's going on. I was accidentally streaming to yet another place. I need to add that to my go live checklist because it seems to auto set back to an auto start here. Okay, my bitrate should be a lot better from now on. Okay, in the meantime, has this run? Out of memory error. I don't like that. Villain A13. Welcome. So I was just doing a little bit of a review of yesterday's, a little bit of review, a little bit of a factor, and I don't know why it does that every time. I need to spend a day fixing some details of VS Code before my next stream. Yeah, a bit of a review of yesterday's code. I had a character by character cursive search, which I thought got messy and a bit too hard to debug. This one here I feel is more straightforward. It's not character by character. I'm taking spans, so just basically dropping things while they're symbols, and then taking digits until they stop as library functions rather than checking one by one. Okay, so this returns one thing. That's great. If we and it looks to be the right values, right? 0 until 3, sure. We run again. It works. It seems to think 3 until 6. And oh, it is still 1, 2, 3. So we are not updating our string properly the second time around. So let's just print the string every time. So print right up here, print rest, whatever that is. Print line. So that's our first string. This is our second string. We have not dropped the symbols. Okay, interesting. And how are we ending up with the same? Okay, it's problem 4 is out. We're doing problem 4. We are done with this. Oh, I should have set an alarm. So this is our input. And day 4. And let's get our problem input here. 2023 day 4. So I don't know, we lost half a minute there. Let's look at it in here. Ooh, interesting. So we have these cards that have all these numbers on them. So the gondola takes us up. It's humid. We need the water source. We find an elf. Island. Okay, he's letting us borrow the boat. Hmm. I got these scratch cards as a gift. I don't know what I've won. Okay. A list of winning numbers and a list of numbers you have. So winning numbers I have. Let's press the elf. You have to figure out which of the numbers you have appear in the winning list of most winning numbers. Okay. So how many points are they worth in total? Has 2 winning numbers, 32 and 61, says worth 2 points. Okay, so you just count the intersection. Ah, very easy, very easy. So input, that map, line, okay, line. Actually, we're going to do this. So we're going to do case, and we're going to do an interpolator, and card n, and we have a colon, have, and then there's a space, and then winning. And then have that split. It knows. Okay, it knows. I'm gonna make this a character though. Right, we can do that with a character. Map to int. Oh, wait. We have a case here. This is a regular expression. So we can make that a string again. and space plus. Um, no, we're just gonna do intersection. Oops. So have that intersect winning that length. And we're not gonna use n for now. Okay, points. Now as 1 equals points dot sum. That should be it right there. Oh my god, and my worksheet is running. I might have to very quickly put this into a normal Scala file and just run it. Whoops. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Um, oh, this is frustrating. I already have the answer. Come on. Wait, did I say this was a new file? Okay, we can save this as .scala. Yes. Okay, and then at main def day 4. And so on. Okay. Not found input. It's right there. Oh wait, at main def. No, no, no. This is totally allowed. Oh, my build is so confused. Or build. Okay, we're just gonna go straight to the terminal here. Do some pull up SPT file. I know. It's such an easy problem. It's such an easy problem. I have it right there. You just take the intersection size. Ah. Okay, I have to wait for SPT to start up. Compile. Run main. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna go back to the worksheet. Oh, wait. You can't have this. This is now string. You can probably have better names for, let's call them left and right. Left, right. And then we assign meaning to it here. Left, right, that split. And this also has to be that same regular expression. But I mean, there was a bug in there. And we would have to copy that over. Oh, you know what? It's giving me useful feedback now. Nope. Wrong file. Number format exception for a string. So we have an empty string. Okay. Do we? Okay. Dot filter non-empty. We'll just put that in there. There should be a nice way to do this without having to do this filter, but we are in a hurry right now. Okay, 862. Oh boy. And it's not the right answer. Oh no. Okay. Well, on the bright side, our worksheets are back to working. Um, we don't need to do we don't need to define points just yet. We'll do cards. And we could just have and winning. So we have a tuple. And then we do cards for each print line and examine this. They 04.text 2022. Okay, let's do list these. Okay, so the first one on the left, we have 72 all the way through 38. Perfect. on the right we have that. Great. So we can just take those and turn them to sets. So val points equals cards that map, and then case exactly that. Add dot intersect winning. Let's call it size and star length. And then this is still the same answer. So we haven't found a bug, but let's do this. Points for each print line. Yes. So 3 are the 3 intersections in the first. In fact, let's do this with the test data. So let's save that as a dash test. It's an extension that comments the values. Yeah, not an extension. This is actually built into the VS Code plugin for Scala. Okay, so this is a test file, and you're gonna get the test data here. And I hope I just didn't read the problem like incorrectly or something. Okay, so when we change this to the test, we have 4 points at first, which I think is wrong. 32 and 61 has 2 winning numbers, 32 and 61. Oh wait, no, card 2 has 2 winning numbers, so second one has 2. Okay, card 1 has 5 winning numbers, 41, 83. Okay, let's print just the intersections then. Cards that map, that intersect, and then for each print line. Oh, yeah, we can do. There we go. 42, 83, 86, 17. So we are missing one of them. Which one would we be missing? 41. But 41 doesn't appear here. Okay, I'm missing a rule. I'm missing a rule. A list of winning numbers and a list of numbers you have. The first match makes the card worth 1 point, and each match after first doubles the point value of that card. Wait, I still don't see how it's 5 winning numbers. Oh wait, it has 5 winning numbers. Okay, and 8 numbers that you have. Of the numbers you have, 4 of them winning numbers. Okay, so we got the right 4. Each card 1's worth 8 points, 1 for the first match, and doubled repeatedly. Okay, okay. So we have to have a different way of calculating the points. So it's not just the size. Matches. So val matches. This is the number of matches, and let's do like an iterator dot. Not continually. I think just iterate. So we iterate starting with 1 point, and then times 2. Right, we keep multiplying. 1 for the first match, doubled 3 times. Oh wait, no, it's just not summing that. 2, 4, 8. Okay, it's just 2 to that power. So math.pow. Is it 2? Okay, I'm gonna test this here. Math.pow to like the third, for example. Okay, yeah. So math.pow to matches -1, matches -1, not to int. Okay, now that should be correct. Points.sum, here it's 13. Great. We now have the proper rules. Now let's run on the main input. 21138. 21138. Jesus, that was stressful. Okay, continue part two. But I do want to see where I was on that. Oh my god, 4,000. Ah. Okay, let's make up some time here. Part two. The rules have actually been printed on the back of every card this whole time. There's no more points. It says scratch cards only cause you to win more scratch cards equal to the number of winning numbers you have. You win copies of the scratch cards below the winning. Oh my god, what? Yeah, let's get that delta. I'm going for it. um, you win copies of the scratch cards below the winning card equal to the number of matches. So if card 10 were to have 5 matching numbers, you'd win one copy of each of the cards. You win copies of future cards. Copies of cards are scored like normal scratch cards and have the same card number as the card. The card numbers matter now. So if you win a copy of card 10 and it has 5 matching numbers, you would then win a copy of the same cards of the original card 10. Yes. The next 5 cards, sure. This process repeats until none of the copies cause you to win 10 more cards. Oh boy. So this is called the Scala worksheet, and this is generally part of Metals. So I'll just drop this link here. And it works in VS Code, Emacs, Vim, just any editors. I don't know, docs. Here's the VS Code link specifically. And I'll drop that in chat. Okay, so I'm not 4 matching numbers. You win one copy of each of the next 4 cards. So you don't even have these cards, I guess, and you don't even score them until you win those copies. So the original card 2. Oh, okay, we do have the card, have those cards originally. We win extra copies of 3 and 4. But so we have 2 copies of 2 once we get to card 2, right? Oh, your copy of card 2 also wins 1 copy of each of cards 3 and 4. And then how does the scoring work? As we go through this, this is a DAG. So we can just keep progressing forward. And each loop, there's a score card. Yeah, so we could have like a map of cards and the numbers they have. Okay, let's start creating a model here. So we have a case class card. I honestly, no, we're not going to do that. We're just gonna represent this in a map with IDs. The def score card. We're gonna put these cards into a map though. So let's make this a map from int to a left and a right. So what 2 sets of ints? How big are these things, by the way? Yeah, that's big enough. That's we can just set 2 sets of ints, and okay, we'll just call them these are tuples. So we have our ID and a 2 int to that tuple. And then 2 set 2 map should do us right there. You can comment out part 1 altogether. that we don't have to fix those bugs that we're introducing right now. Hmm. We should also have like counts. And let's start with like an original counts about original counts equals cards that map values. Not map. Oh wait, map values to what? Just all start as one. There's a problem here. Int. Oh, okay. These have to be sets. Have to set. To set. All right. We now have number format exceptions. Um, Interesting. Okay, so this split. Let's look at the split function. This is a regex string. Regular expression, whatever. You know what, let's try this in REPL real quick. So 10, oh, yeah, numbers, two spaces, and let's split that. Wait, plus, yeah, okay. That's totally legit. What's the issue? Uh, yeah, we don't even need to do. Oh, okay. We did end up with an empty string in here. Okay, yeah, it's like the empty string at the start and at the end. Filter non-empty. Right, so that fixes that, and then that map to int. This is exactly what we have. Okay, so we have that same regex, let's non-empty. I hate having to do this. I need a better regex to int to list. What is it having a problem with? Oh, let's go back to the test input, by the way. Oh, it's happy with the test input. Let's just keep working with the test input for now. So cards, let's see what this looks like. Ah, that's gross. Cards for each line. Okay, yeah, that looks right. And then this original counts, everything just goes to one. That's fine. Uh, def score. So we're scoring a card. Score this down recursively. Um, this should be memoized, or this is a dynamic programming problem. And I think I'm gonna go for memoization. The score of a card. Let's create a memo. Val memo equals exactly, almost exactly. Um, it's just int to int. Yeah. Def score card is an int of some sort. Okay, once all of the originals and copies have been processed, you end up with one instance of card one, two instances. Maybe at first we should just do the counts. So like maybe count should be like a memo with default value one. Yeah, we could do that. Process all of the original copied cards until no more scratch cards are won. Okay, and then we score it like the old way. So def. Ugh, um, we'll just call it old score. Okay. Yes, cards and intersect size. Perfect. Okay, it knows exactly what to do. Just copy paste my code. So, okay, so this is what cards dot keys iterator dot map old score dot sum. Okay, so we still got that 13. That's good. And we'll use this old score in here. And maybe old score should be memorized because we're looking at this over and over again. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's call it score memo. Score memo dot get or else update. So n, otherwise we do this thing that we've just done here. Okay, we're gonna make this a little bit gross looking. Take that. Or it should just be like its own function or something. And this is the count memo. Map.empty.with default value. This is Scala. So we're going to have a default value of 1. Sure. You end up with 1 copy of card 1, etc. You have 30 scratch cards. How many total? Oh wait, just how many scratch cards do you end up with? So we don't even use that score. So this doesn't even need to be memorized. Oh wait, the old score just tells you how many you win. So we do still have to do that. And then I suppose we would multiply. Yeah. Okay. So let's do a count. I suppose if we do the count of the last one, we can go. No. Okay, what are our options here? We have decided to go with memoizing rather than DP. So we have a card. And we process that, and in the process we'll I suppose we update the counts of the others. Yeah. Okay, we're going full mutation today. So let's get the old score for that card. Old for that card. Maybe we do have a. No, we're not gonna have a new score function. So we get the old score of that card. And now we take the next however many cards. So now S. And then we have what? Card +1 up until about new cards. Card +1 to card +S. Is there an off by one there? Yeah. We need a +1. +1 +S. Right. Alka, hey, how are you? Alka, have you already finished today? I had I had issues with VS Code that got me off to a very anxious start. I need to log on earlier and make sure everything is working all right. Do a little bit of warm up. Just finished. Okay, good, well done. Um, and then we just add these to the count memo, I suppose. Count memo. Wait, so new cards up for each. For C from new cards to exactly that. Oh, that autocomplete is what I want. We can just do +=1. And then we just do that for each of the cards. So let's do cards, keys, iterator, for each we count, we receive new cards. And at the end of this, let's check counts memo. Yep, for each print line. Okay, so we have 2 copies of 2, 4 copies of 3. Interesting. There aren't even this many cards. So we only do this if it exists in the map. So we're not going to do this with a default value. Just made a score memo down here. We didn't actually end up needing that for the old score calculation. Count memo. We're not going to have a default value. Instead, keys, wait, not the keys iterator, it's a card, not keys iterator for each count memo equals 1. Exactly. So we start them all as 1. Old score for the card. Okay, new cards do count memo plus equals 1. For seeing new cards, if the, let's see, cards that contains the, then we do a +1. Okay, so that is a slight improvement. For memo is null. We're trying to get, wait, oh, yes. Yes, we're in mutation land now. We can't just move things willy-nilly. Okay. Can't believe I'm so dumb. Took me 30 minutes. Oh well, look at me here at 32 minutes. Oh my god. Oh, I was hoping I'd be in like the 1000 range for each day. I'm well over 5,000 for part two now. I know it. But you're ahead of hundreds of thousands of people, so you should be happy about that. Okay. At this point, we are relaxed. We are no longer really in runnings. Um, okay, how are we only getting one copy of so one copy of one, sure. We get two copies of two. Oh, right, we have to multiply by whatever. So because we have two copies of two, plus equals count memo of our current card. Yeah, exactly. Not just plus equals one. Now we look at this again. Two copies of two, four copies of three, eight copies of four, 16 copy. I'm getting 16 here. That should be 14 instances of card five because um, so you win eight copies of card five. Let's print what we're winning. Print line. Cards. Let's make that a list. Wait, what? We start by winning. Oh wait. Keys. This needs to be sorted. We're not gonna do this. We're gonna do cards.indices. It starts at one though. That map plus one. Okay. They need to be sorted. Um oh, okay. Whatever. We're gonna iterate to list dot sorted. This is horrible, but it works. Okay. So now the end result here. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're still getting 16 copies of that, but now we can figure out why. So when we first start, we win 2 through 10. That's too many. That's too many cards. We should only be winning 5 cards for that first one. um, yeah, of each of the next 4 numbers. And then we win 3, 4, 5. There's no cartoon has 2 matching numbers, so you win 1 copy of each 3 and 4. Okay. Our scores are a little bit weird. So let's look at this. Old score for card 1. We're still getting the right answer here, right? Old score for card 1 was 8. I don't believe that. No. How am I still getting 13 here? By the way, I'm just gonna take this out here. It's not really good to be changing stuff while I'm still trying to debug other stuff, but I'm pretty sure like don't need the memo. We can just do that. um okay, so for part 1, right, has 2 winning numbers, 32 and 61, 1 and 21. Card 4 should have one number. Excuse me. Using this cough. Card 5 has no win numbers. And 6 has no winning numbers. Okay. Why do we have 8 for 1, though? Let's print line here. I don't know. Let's just print the intersection. Or, yeah. So when we do this, we get 17. Oh, right. It is worth 8 points. Oh my god. We have to go back to the size. Okay. Right. Yeah, we don't have this old scoring thing. In fact, this whole scoring thing doesn't even exist anymore. This is strictly for part 1. Okay. Right. Um, um, let's say cards 1. So instead of this, um, we have just a size. We don't need this math at the end. And up here, instead of old score, we use cards 1. Okay. Now this should look better. Hmm. That does not that's not look correct. Um so we are winning cards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. And then we're winning cards 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's cool. This is debuggable now. Let's take this print line out of here. Out of both of here. I should just comment with those. Um where were we? The cards. We want the place where we count. There we go. Okay, let's read the example down here. So for the first part, we win copies of 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Has two matching numbers, one copy. We have 3 and 4. Oh, okay. This just needs to get this off by 1. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay. That's perfect. Now, how do we calculate? We just want the total number of scratch cards we end up with. Um, Great. So val ans2 equals count memory. Wow, how did it know? How did it know? It hasn't read the problem. I, I don't know. This surprises me sometimes. It does stupid shit sometimes, but surprises me sometimes for this autocomplete. Okay, and now we have parsing errors in the normal space 1. Okay, we can test this on. Okay, let's look at our input. Day of 4.text 2023. Yeah, and look at the test input. Let's try to recreate that error somewhere. You add a bunch of spaces, and no issue there. Wait. I don't know. Let's look at the input specifically for day 4. Space 1. Card 1. Oh, I see what's going on here. I see. It's not in my parsing of the cards that we have, but rather in here. Um, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do this as fast as possible by copy pasting that and just adding spaces. We could have one space, we could have two spaces, we could have three spaces. It's ugly, but it works. And we will get that gold star. It has an issue. Space 1 to int. Oh, okay, we have to do this in reverse order. So first we check for 3 spaces, then we check for 2 spaces. Okay, let's get that star, 7185540. 5540. Oh my god, that took too long. But here's the thing, if it takes me too long to do something, I have this recording right here. And I can go back and I can look at why I was slow and I can learn from those mistakes. And that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow is reviewing this video, being like, what went wrong? What were the reasoning errors? Did we ever even use this approach? Was I at one point thinking of the right approach but decided against it, and why? Okay, so gross. But these are the rules. We have to commit what we wrote. So get add day 4 and 2023 day 4 as solved on stream. On stream, there we go. And then we can do our factor and add that on later. This should be 30 lines of code, not 60. I mean, a lot of this is test code. Well, this is test code. Do I even want to see this? Oh my god. Okay. I will have to step it up in future nights. I am so rusty since last year. At the end of last year, I was feeling so ready for more, and I didn't practice. What is this? This is my private leaderboard, and I have dropped to 4th. Hey, Alka. So we're tied with Alka. So I'm eyeing you, Alka. But this gap here is growing. Midnight Simon, well played here. He is, wow, Midnight Simon is on a roll this year. He is so much faster than he used to be. I completed first today. Oh, first on, yes, awesome, well done. Yeah, very well done. So let's look at 4. Was I even good on deltas? I wasn't even good on deltas. Um, so I finished part 2 as 9th place. It took me longer than it should have to do that. I don't know. I was expecting, in my mind, I was expecting something a lot harder. Let me think about that. What was I expecting? Um, yeah, I was expecting that we'd still use like the old score for 1, and not realizing it's like a reinterpretation of what you do with the size of the intersection. Zara, welcome to welcome to the chat. Good to see you here. How to get these charts? Oh, okay. Well, my Twitch page, if you scroll down a little bit in those panels, I have linked these. These are extensions. So there are Firefox and Chrome extensions. I think I've linked the Firefox, but you can still find the same thing in like the Chrome store. And these are great. Let me show you a bit of this. So, and it gets better every year too. So this shows, medalist podiums for every day. And here, delta focus stacks are actually kind of cool. It just, well, it focuses on your delta, right? And then you can sort. I usually have this here sorted by delta time. And here we have like a points per day thing going on. Um, Leaderboard of just the stars. This Okay, this normally used to be just this growing of number of points. Now it shows like percentage of the total possible points, and it looks like Rascal 2 is taking a hit. I think thanks to like Alka, um, like his potential has gone down here. So we can look at potential. There's potential for people who haven't finished yet, right? And what more is there here? Rankings based on total score, so you can see how I was very briefly number one, and then I've dropped to three, then to five. You know what? I haven't dropped so bad. I'm being too hard myself. I think there are problems up ahead where I should be able to perform. Um, you're the Anon 5057, Sweet Radish. Well, you're no longer anonymous. This is Sweet Radish, everyone. And okay, this looks like you must have started late because you're climbing up quickly. And let's see, what was your. So we can do this by score by day as well. So you were third yesterday and fifth today. And yeah, you just started low. You started 14. Um, yeah, playing a good game of catch there. I like it. Yeah, that's a fun one. I also track the Scala leaderboard. Um, it's not as competitive. Like Alexander isn't even gonna start tonight for another hour. Um, he's European and won't even be up around for another hour. Um, did I today though? Okay, I'm kind of happy to see people beating me here. Let's see. Times for part one. So I was third for part one, and a lot of people caught up for part two. Oh my god, everyone just jumped in right before me. Well done. I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to see people like showing up at midnight to work on these. So I have enough of a head start. I'm okay on this one. And Midnight Simon's leaderboard. I like to follow this one because it's a competitive one with a lot of names I recognize. I've dropped to 9 here, but we'll catch up. I know we'll catch up. And I have odds, so I can review myself. Um, by the way, if you want to see any of my code, here is the GitHub link. If you want to chat about these afterwards, I do also have a Discord. Um, and I'll be doing refactors of these. In fact, I don't know. Do I have the energy right now to do a refactor of this? We can do a little bit right now. Like this old score. That's just score. And this is cards one. So cards is my map of cards. That show the winning numbers and the numbers that we have. And this is the number cards one. I'm just gonna rename this. This is just score. Uh, and this is totally legit. Move that score memo. And did this actually need to be a memo? We're not memoizing. We're just like advancing everything in front of it. I do want to do this in like an immutable way. Well, so we didn't actually even need a memo here. We just did this with a mutable map, which, like in this case, we could have just passed the map along and continued to update the map as we go. Yeah, we can take out some of these print lines and count memo. It's not a memo anymore, so we're just calling it counts. It's probably going to clash with something. It might clash with something. And we can remove some of this test code. Um, cards one is used in this count. So I'm going to do that. There is some overlap between cards one. Honestly, like this map here could just be to a single set. That set being the intersection. Oh, right. Let's. Yes, I almost forgot about this thing here. Um, yeah, so we could just parse this. Um, like so, and that we just strip prefix. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I just didn't do this at first. This just strips the spaces right here. Yeah, when you're in like panic mode, you do crazy stuff. Like instead of writing one word, you copy paste all of this out of panic. Okay, there we go. Um, and I mean, here's some minor cleanup. I think I do want to do like a proper refactor at some point and think about other approaches to this. What approaches do you all have? Yeah, the frequency array. Yeah, an array would be totally appropriate. I did a map, just update that part of the array. The map is going to be a bit heavier weight. But, I was thinking I'd have to do a memoization, and I was thinking like, what is it, like the Coolhat's conjecture kind of thing, or like to have a performance implementation of that you could memoize, or like do its dynamic programming style. But it can be very nice as a memoized function. Let's see. I think I might have um, this is the kind of thing. So this is PO14. So this is calculating the elements of Collat's conjecture. And this, so each n goes to a new n of some sort. So either it gets cut in half or you multiply it by 3 plus 1, whether it's odd or even, right? And this is a very elegant loop by just doing a memoization. And this is a case where I prefer that to doing some sort of DP approach. Input was small enough to not need memo. Yeah, I didn't need memo at all. And like this isn't even a memo, it's just a mutable map, which, it could be an array, could be whatever else. But I know hidden in here somewhere is like a really, I'm just not thinking of it right now. I'm gonna like go to bed and I'm gonna think of it, and and then I'm gonna stay up for like, well, I'm just not gonna sleep. I don't know, I'll get back up. I'll come out here, I'll write something. No, I'll try to sleep knowing that in tomorrow's session, when I start early, I can just do a little bit of a refactor, review and refactor, and review other people's solutions and that too. Um, what are some other approaches? In particular, let's go functional approaches you might take here. So each card is sort of like looking ahead. You can add that to the next iteration of the loop. Like this is just a functional map. So like if we get the count of a particular so like we have to do this. So the way we're doing this right now, we do have to do each of these counts in order. Like this is just a unit like updating function. It'd be cool if we could say get the count for any specific number. Say just get the count for card 6 and go to reverse. Going backwards through the tree, smart. Not so sure that is. Yeah, so what I would do is just like a cards and then we could fold left. Um, oh, didn't we do something silly here? There's a keys iterator. Didn't I have to sort it at some point? No, I didn't sort it. What am I doing? Counts of everything. Hence two counts. Okay, for each we want to count. Yeah, I should put this down, especially since we're doing people stuff. This makes more sense in my head. Oh, no, that doesn't go there. Where did I like update these? I don't know where I called the count function at all. I mean, okay, go to references. Did I like delete it? Wait, it's not, these aren't real references. I mean, it's still doing the correct answer. Okay, but you still have to call this count on each thing in order. So I could do like take all the indices, um, and do like a fold left or something like that. Yeah, fair enough. It's good to have you. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll catch you around. Good luck with the rest of admin code. Yeah, so the idea I'll play with is doing like just a fold left with the map that's growing. It's probably yeah, it should be easier to think about than whatever thing is going. Where it'll be similar. I'll commit like a minor from that. Okay, so we're committing. Um, just remove the last stuff. 2023 day 4. Okay, and I think I'm personally ready to call it a day. And we will do a raid of someone. But who's doing advent of code? I haven't rated G-Spots yet. Oh, is Alka still alive? Alka, I thought you were in here. Did you finish? Is Alka doing like a visualization right now? Yeah, because Alpha was done ages ago. Yep, yep. 8. Okay, well, we are rating you. We are rating you. All right. Everyone say hi to Alka.